Kit Kats can read. Aloha Mora, my name is Katie. Welcome to another magical readathon styled video. This one is going to be on chapter number 2, which is now open. And it's been open for a couple of weeks actually, but I haven't had the chance to film and upload because of work and stuff. So here I am, guys. I'm going to be reading this along with you, as well as selecting my path and then revealing to you my book prompt choices. So if you guys haven't seen it, chapter number 1 yet, I'm going to place my video of that down below in the description so you can start off with that video. But I have chosen the book The Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter book number 4, but the illustrated edition, which I'm actually currently reading. I am actually, so heavy, guys, but I'm past the halfway mark now. So I have been reading this book and I'm like listening to the audiobook of that as well. So let's begin with chapter number 2. Let's select Aloha Mora. Welcome to chapter number 2. Good morning, it's September the 1st. Yay, how did you sleep? From chapter 1. So warm and cosy at the burrow, bones are aching a bit from the old bed, or so peacefully, got my breakfast ready downstairs at the leaky cauldron. Did I sleep warm and cozy or peacefully? I'm gonna go for bones are aching a bit or breakfast is ready. Let's go for number 1, warm and cozy. Let's select that option and see where we go from there. It is the morning of September 1st. Chilly and crisp, you and the Weasleys climb into their Ford Anglia to make your way to King's Cross Station. Surprisingly, it's really spacious, especially for the amount of people in the car. There must be magic involved. Everybody's cheerful mood has been dampened a bit by the fact that you've had to turn around and go back to the burrow, as Ginny, Fred and George kept realising that they had forgotten something. So when you finally reached the platform, everyone was walking at such a brisk pace you might as well have ran. You actually spot Hermione standing near the platform 9 3/4 column, and she notices you too and starts waving enthusiastically for you to hurry up. Just as you go to catch Ron's attention, who's been too busy to notice Hermione as he'd been gawking at the muggle clothing, he trips over Ginny's luggage. Ron, watch it! Everyone halts momentarily to help pick things up from Ginny's suitcase that's popped open, spilling her belongings all over the concrete floor of King's Cross Station. Poor Ginny is as red as a beet. You start to lean in to help, but Mrs. Weasley ushers you away. Oh dear, that's quite all right. We've got this. Move along now whilst there's no queue at the entrance. We are right behind you. So, after double checking that they don't need more hands, you head over to Hermione to go through. Or do you stay with the Weasleys because you want to stick with Ron? I want to stick with Ron, so I'm going to go for that one. Putting the last pair of gloves into Ginny's suitcase while Mr. Weasley is lifting it up, you dust your knees off and everyone sprints towards the barrier. Ron's mother goes first with Ginny, shortly followed by the twins and Mr. Weasley, leaving Ron and you. You share a quick, dedicated look and start running at full speed towards the brick wall. A very, very solid looking brick wall. The King's Cross clock starts tolling as you crash into it with a bang that echoes through the nearest platforms. All you can feel is sharp pain in your ribs, and all you can see is the colour orange. Ron's hair is on your face. Reading a prompt. Read a book with an orange cover or the word orange in the title. After coming up with a somewhat lame story explaining how that you tripped over one another to the nearby conductor who's come over to see what the commotion was about, and masterfully avoiding the questions about your owl, you stand back, both shocked as to what had just happened. This for sure will make you nervous next year. Maybe you were late. You weren't aware that the platform closes. It's gone, said Ron, looking stunned. The train's left. What if Mum and Dad can't get back through to us? Have you got any muggle money? Harry gave a hollow laugh. The Dursleys haven't given me pocket money for about 6 years. Ron pressed his ear to the cold barrier. I can't hear a thing, he said tensely. What are we going to do? I don't know how long it'd take Mum and Dad to get back to us. They looked around. People were still watching them, mainly because of Hedwig's continuing screeches. I think we better go and wait by the car, said Harry. We're attracting too much attention. Harry, said Ron's eyes gleaming. The car! The car! Yes, let's go to the car. He. Or Ron what? No, stop it, Ron. Ron why? Let's wait for your parents. Got to have to be adventurous and go with the car because, you know, Why not? You think deep down that you both knew the smarter option was to wait for Mr. and Mrs. Weasley to come back. But I mean, it's just so cool. How often do you get to fly a car to Hogwarts? Plus, you needed a way to get there before you missed the feast, right? After a small hiccup of forgetting to turn on the invisibility switch, though you're sure that nobody saw you, right? And a slight dread of not actually finding the train to follow, you finally spot it. The next couple of hours were possibly the most thrilling, bizarre and fun hours of your life. You let Hedwig fly nearby so that she can have some fun too, and spoke lovely nonsense with Ron. When you approach the castle grounds, something odd starts to happen to the car. Neither of you are an expert when it comes to cars, but the puffing and huffing sounds that are coming from the front sure don't seem right. Plus, well, there's smoke. You look at Ron with sheer panic, who mirrors your face back at you. The car starts falling at a sharper angle than you'd like, whilst Ron frantically tries to reinforce the flying charm. I'm not sure he actually was trying to say the spell, he was just whacking his wand at the wheel in utter panic, murmuring nothing in particular. Crash landed the car into the Whomping Willow. Well, this is the only option we can go with. Oof, even though you've travelled north this whole time, things really went a bit south. Ron has snapped his wand upon landing, crashing into the Whomping Willow that's proceeded to bash the car and probably would have injured them if the car didn't miraculously spring to life again. A bit too much though, as it practically spat at you and Ron out, following by your belongings, and drove off into the Forbidden Forest. Although it shouldn't have been possible, you felt the anger and rebelling in the actions of this car. If that wasn't enough, Professor Snape spotted all this and practically dragged you to his office. "You are seen," he hissed, showing them the headline, "Flying Forward Anglia mystifies Muggles." He began to read aloud. "Two Muggles in London convinced they saw an ultra car flying over the post office tower at noon in Norfolk. Mr. Hetty Bayliss while hanging out her washing. Mr. Angus Fleet of Peoples reported to the police. 6 or 7 Muggles in all. I believe your father works in the misuse of Muggle artifacts office," he said, looking up at Ron and smiling still more nastily. Dear, dear, his own son. Snape was about to expel you both, but Professor Dumbledore intervened. You got away with detention alone, but yikes, that was close. Even though you'd never try this again, your classmates did seem to be impressed and want to hear all about it when you finally reached your dorm. You spoke to them late in the night and fell asleep with a smile on your face. You'll worry about that detention later. Congratulations, you have completed Chapter 2. So that was Chapter 2, and now I'm going to let you guys know the book that I chose for the prompt, which was to read a book with orange on the cover or orange in the title. So for this I chose City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare, because Clary's hair is orange, and as you can see here, fiery orange hair, and yeah, it's very, very vibrant, and there's like an orangey sort of zesty colour to the font that's right here. So yeah, I thought I'd select this one, and yeah, I've been meaning to reread this book actually. It's book number 5 in the Immortal Instruments series, and yeah, I need to continue on with rereading this and completing it, and yeah, I'm really, really excited that I've got this book. There you guys go, that concludes chapter number 2 of my book prompt. I am really, really enjoying it so far, because there's just like one book prompt per chapter, which is, you know, is pretty doable for me. Especially I am reading the book prompt for chapter number 1. As you can see, when I finish that I will go on to chapter number 2's prompt, and then stay tuned for chapter number 3's progress and reading prompt. If you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so you know you guys have enjoyed it, and let me know if you guys are participating in the magical readathon as well, and if so, what books that you guys are reading and what paths that you guys chose as well. Let me know what books you're reading in general anyway in the month of December, and I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. Keep smiling, keep reading and be happy. My name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!